So let's start the session. It is our fifth session of PCs of Component Software and Automation Lab. Just a minute. एक minute. So good afternoon all. I think we have little bit 5 minutes late in today's session, so no issue. It is our fifth class of PC Software and Automation Lab. We discussed about the MS Excel in the last session. So in this session, we also continue with the MX Excel. I think you all know about that. Excel is a software or platform where you can use or work on data management related work. So let's move. Yes. So it is a guideline. I think you all know about that. So skip this one. Learning out objectives of today's session. In this session, we have using the function of Excel, VLOOKUP, chart prepare, and sorting in the filtering. Okay. So I think you all know about that. What is the function? The function is a predefined formulas or predefined short program that you can use in your Excel directly. Just like a sum function we use for addition, average function. Okay. So before this, we have discussed about the some absolute creating the absolute reference. Now, what is absolute reference? For the absolute reference, we use this dollar sign. This dollar sign before our cell reference. In the last session, we have discussed about the some Excel formulas. Okay, so I share my screen. You can see if I want to add a number like here one with 2. So we use 1 equal to or this into this. Okay, it is 2. And drag the formula. Now, if I here multiply 1 into here not a 1, we use 8. Okay, 8 into 4, 8 into 5, 8 into 20, 8 into 41. Okay, so you think if I 8 multiply by, with many numbers, so I have type 8 many times. So can I design a formula in this? 8 is automatically multiplied with any number. So for this we use a cell reference. Means here I delete this data. Okay, and now freeze this one. Freeze this A1. So we use select a A1 and press. So here we can freeze using the dollar sign, and dollar sign available on your keyboard. Okay, so we use dollar function. My function key is not working. I think my function key is not working. Dollar, yes, A1. Okay, $A$1 and press the enter. Now, whenever I drag the formula, so you can see the A1 here has been freezed. Means whenever I drag the formula, A1 is not changed. You can see in this cell. A1 into B1, A1 into B2, A1 into B3, A1 into B4, A1 into B5. If here I type 20, here I type 50, you can see it is multiplied with the A. So A is freeze. If I not freeze, for example, and drag, so it is A1 into B1, A2 into B2, A3 into B3 means row value is changed, row reference is changed, column is fixed. But if I freeze this one, how to freeze? Like this one, press dollar sign that is available on your text keyboard on the numerical numbers. Okay, you can press it. Drag this forward, you can see it is freeze. Okay. If you want to freeze only A, then $A. If you want to freeze A and 1 both, then $A$1. If you want to freeze this one, so you can apply here dollar. Okay. Again, now if I drag this formula in this side, so you can see it is freezed. Means A1 into C1, D1 into C1, sorry, A1 into D1, A1 into E1. Okay. So it is freezed. So it is used for freeze your cell reference. Now, where it is used, many places we can use. Mostly we use so where in the VLOOKUP we use this formula mainly VLOOKUP. Now we will discuss VLOOKUP in this session. Okay, so it is called a cell absolute reference. Okay. Now using a function. Now, what is function? Function is a predefined formulas that is set by some software programming, so you can use directly in your Excel. Okay, many kind of functions are available. For function we use a equal to sign, then use a function. Okay, but it is strictly follow the syntax. A given syntax strictly follow for apply each function. Many kind of functions are available, like a sum function. Okay, so how to apply the function? For the function, we use a equal to sign first, then apply a function name, right? For example, sum. Okay, then apply a some argument. Now in the some case, argument is cell reference, sometimes it is text, or sometimes it's only a some cell only, single cell. Okay, so it is given in your syntax. जैसे आप एक्सेल पे क्लिक करते हैं आपको वहां पे सिंटेक्स दिखाई देता है कहीं. ओके, तो आर्ग्यूमेंट क्या होता है? आर्ग्यूमेंट इज अ नंबर, इसमें भी टेक्स्ट और इसमें भी सेल्फ रेफरेंस. बट during the any function we have used a parenthesis, that is called a bracket, this kind. After the function we apply this one, after the argument we have to close this bracket. This is called parenthesis. Okay, understand? Now in this example you can see equal to sum b3 to b10 means we have to add number b3 to b10. Okay, for average we use avg sign, average sign. Okay, many functions are available in your Excel. So let's discuss two functions. Okay, that is sum and another. Okay, let's share. I think Excel is visible. Okay, so if I want to like I write many number. Okay, and type many number. If I want to submit sum this number, so we use equal to sum. Okay, starting of the cell number with colon sign, end of the number, and bracket close, press the enter. So you can see it is showing the sum of these numbers. Okay, second process is that drag the cell which you want to add and then close the bracket. It is called sum function, sum. Okay, if I not apply here equal to sign, only type sum, so it is sum like a text. Okay, so we have to use equal to sign, then apply sum function. You can see syntax is given, that is whenever it is first number then up to number you want. Okay, then now for the average. Here average equal to a v e r a g e, average. Okay, but it is like this. Now average of these number and post this, you can see it is showing the average, that is 11 is the average of these number. You can think 165 is total, 15 total numbers, quantity is 15, submission is 165, so 165 divided by 165 divided by 15, that is, here I apply equal to, then you can see it is 11. Okay, you can see in the formula bar. Okay, 165 upon 15, that is 11, so average is 11. So many kind of formulas like sum function, average function, count function. Count means how many numbers you chosen in your range. If sum is blank, so it is not counted. For example, okay, I will again share my this one. Here I use a count function. Count equal to count and use, sorry, equal to count bracket. Now I count from 1 to 17. Okay. So how many number is it? 17. But I delete this one. Okay, so you can see sum is change, average is change, and count is change. If I delete also this one, it is not count. But if here I press 0, so 0 is a number. So it is also add in the sum, also add in the average, also in the count. Okay. If count is 15, if I press Ctrl Z, it is 10. So sum is change, average is change, and count is not change because it is 0 and 10 is a one number. So it is countable. 0 is countable and 15 is also countable. If here I press delete, then you can see it is count is 40. Okay, so it is called a count function. Next is maximum, minimum. Okay, you can find the maximum number in your sheet, minimum number in your sheet. For example, for max, we use max function equal to max from the given number up to 50. Okay, maximum number is 18. If here I press 20, you can check maximum value is changed. If I here press 18, value is not changed because maximum number is 20 now. Sorry. If here I press 25, you can see maximum number is 25. Same for a minimum, we use min function equal to min for minimum. Check which is the minimum number. You can see 0 is a minimum. Here I press 20 again. So minimum number is 4 now. Okay, in this list. If I press here 1, the minimum number is 1. Smallest number. If minimum number is smallest number. Okay. Minimum, maximum, interest rate, loan payment, date, day, week, time, hour, minute, many functions are available. Okay. So we will discuss about a date and time function. Okay, how to use date and time function. For this one, syntax is equal to date, then year, month, and date. Whenever you type this one, automatically date is display in your Excel sheet. For example, here I type equal to date, then year, that is 2025, comma month. Now month is I think 12. Okay. Now 14th. Okay, 14th December 2025. It is showing the date 14/12/2025. Okay, so we use time. I'm sorry, it is a date function. Okay. If I want to time function, so it is just like equal to time. Now in the time function, first we have to show R. R means घंटा. ठीक है, 2 बजे, 3 बजे, 4 बजे. ठीक है, I think R you know. Okay, so 2 hours. Okay, here I use 14. Okay, minute 30, second 30. So it is showing like 2:30 p.m. because I here write 14. If I here write equal to time 2:30:00, so it's showing 2 a.m. Okay, a.m. means morning time and p means evening time, afternoon time. Okay, so it is a date and time function. Okay, so now how to find the current date? Whenever you type a current date, so whenever you open your file, so it's showing the that time or date. current time and date. So for this we use a now function. Now function, whenever you press now, it's written the time and date current. For example, here you can see, here I type equal to now. With now, you don't need to write anything. Just a minute. Equal to now. Only write a bracket parenthesis, because I already told in the any function bracket is required. Okay. So you can see it is showing 29th November 2025 4:23 present time. Okay. Here is time now. For example, this one. Okay. Now today, if you want to today's date, so we use a today function. Today. Today is also a function equal to today. Also require a bracket close and open and close. It is showing the today. Okay, so it is called a today function. Now extend means remove the component of time and date. Means if you have some date, and if you want to remove a time, if you want to remove a second, okay, so you can remove using the minute and second function. For example, here we have a time. Okay, so if I want to remove a minute from this time, so equal to minute function. From this, type it reference. You can show it is showing the 30. 30 is the minute. Now you can see here time is changed. That is 4:24 automatically, because here I use now function. Okay. So in the after 5 minutes we can also check it's change or not. Okay. Now it is for a minute. Now if I want to second, so for second we have a also function that is called second, second. Here I use second function equal to second bracket from this. So what is the second? Here we write, I think you know 0, 0. It is 0, 0. If I drag here, here I some second I type that is 30. Okay. Here it is the absolute value, but in the formula bar, it's showing the formula. Okay. So whenever you want to see your formula, click on particular cell and see in the formula bar. Okay, here. Now it is 25. Minute is changed. Okay. In the many places we require a time and minutes value for some work, so it is very useful to you. Okay. Now how to remove the date from the components? Same, we use a day function. Okay. For the month we use a month function. Okay. So let's move and check. Equal to day 2019. Okay. Day means date. Okay. If you want to remove month, then month equal to month. Like this one. You show the 11th month. Okay. Same for year we use a year function. Okay, I think you understand. Now weekday. It is very important. Sometimes we require a past day, which was a day means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. So here we use, I delete this formula and equal to week day. Press the value and see it is showing the 7. What is 7? 7 means 1 in Sunday, Monday is 2, Thursday is 3, Wednesday is 4, Okay, Thursday is 5, Friday is 6, and Saturday is 7. If I had type a date, for example, 25 October 2010, means 25th October 2010 को क्या वार था? Second means Monday. Okay, you can check. 25th 10th 2010 having a Monday. Okay, it is showing wrong. Okay, yeah, that's one. It is not available in this data. So please use group. Okay, showing the that is Monday on 1st January 2001. Okay, that is Monday. One for Sunday, second for Monday, and seven for Saturday. Okay, now if you want to see 10th 2015. Okay, it is a Thursday, fifth day of a week. Okay, you can check. Okay, it is very useful. Many places you can use. Okay, we use a weekday for time. Now, so I think it is understand you all. So move further. That is called a VLOOKUP function. It is very important. VLOOKUP function. What is VLOOKUP? VLOOKUP means a vertical look value means vertical look up check. Okay, look and up. It is search the first column of a range set. Means if you have a table, okay. For example, if you have 100 or 1,000 student data. Now, if you want to find a particular person mobile number or email ID in your next sheet or in your another sheet, so we use a VLOOKUP formula. Whenever we require, we type a name and the particular value of a cell reference is given. Okay. It is used for a huge amount of data for searching. Okay. So it is used for a first column cell range. Okay. For example, if you have a list of employees contain A to C10 and employee ID is are stored in the first column, you can follow the following like this one: employee ID, department, and name. Now, if I want to look up any value, so we use a syntax. We lookup table. So we can select lookup value. Sorry, this value. Okay, so we use this one. It is lookup value. We can look up by the employee ID. Now table array. Table array means we have to select these all table. Okay. So I suggest you don't select this one. You can select these column because whenever we enter a new data, so it is don't need to change again VLOOKUP formula. Okay. Now column index number which you want to find. Like if you want to department is second column and third column is full name. Okay, and range lookup exact match. You have to use exact match. Okay, so move for a VLOOKUP practical. So first of all, I open a VLOOKUP Excel file. So it is my Excel sheet. I think visible to all. It is my sheet. In this sheet, we have a person name 1, 2, 3, 4. You can write any name. Okay. I here type person 2, 3, 4 up to 1, 1, 149. Okay. And having a mobile number, PAN number, IFSC code, account number, and email ID. Okay. Now here I want to check. We use a VLOOKUP formula. So first I delete old formula. Okay. Here my sheet. Also I delete this one. Okay. Now what's the formula? Again, we use equal to VLOOK, look up. Okay. So whenever you press, it's showing the syntax. Look up value. Which value you want to look? I want to look. Okay. Comma. From where? Table array. Okay. From here data. You can select like this one. You can select like this one. I prefer this one because whenever we enter a new data here, so we don't need to change formula again and again. Okay. And press the comma. Now move here. What is syntax? Syntax is that which column you want to see here in this particular location D. Okay. Which column I want to, which is PAN number. So you can see PAN number is in the here 1, 2, third number. So we here write 3 number. Okay. After that, it is showing the approximate or exact match. We have to use exact match for good result. That is called false. Press enter. So you can see it is showing the PAN number of person 10. Okay. I delete this one. Now, if I drag this formula here, okay, so it is error because whenever we drag, cell references change. So you have to freeze this one. I freeze only C because I don't want to change a row. Okay, so I freeze only this one, that is $C2. Also A and F. So dollar A and dollar F. Press the N. Now I move this formula here. Now I here want to IFSC code of a particular person. So what is IFSC code? Fourth number. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fourth number column. First column, second, third, fourth. So here I write in place of 3, 4. Okay, so it is showing the IFSC code of a number. Now I here want to account number. So account number is only, so drag the formula. So in place of 4, I use 5. It is showing the account number. Now mobile number and email ID. I again drag this here and here. Okay. Now mobile number is available on second column and email ID on sixth column. So here I write second and here I write sixth. Okay. It should be person110gmail.com. Now drag this formula. Okay. Now if here I write person 140. So it's showing the person 140 PAN number, IFSC code, account number, mobile number, and email ID. So you can check person 140. You can check it is correct. Okay. In this practical, we use one sheet only because it is easy to understand. You can also use in a two workbooks separately. Means आप दो एक्सेल की अलग अलग शीटों में भी इसको लगा सकते हैं. ओके. आपकी एक एक्सेल शीट किसी और जगह पे है, दूसरी एक और जगह पे, लेकिन आपको उसकी लोकेशन भी चेंज नहीं करनी है. इस चीज का ध्यान रखें. ठीक है. मास्टर डेटा को आपको हमेशा एक जगह सेव रखना. So here we use person 01. You can show it is a person 0. Check 01 on the top. 7726063 6033. Okay, so it is correct. Here, if I write person 100 100% name having person. Okay. मैंने यहाँ पे नाम पर्सन 0123 करके रखा है जिससे इजीली समझ में आ जाए आपको। कुछ भी नाम राहुल कोई भी आपके पास लिस्ट है आप उसको चेक कर सकते हैं। ओके SBIN 7128 SBIN 000712. Okay, it is called a VLOOK. Understand? If anyone having problem, please type in the chat box. भाई इतनी सारी अटेंडेंस आ गई है मेरे को पता ही नहीं लग रहा किसने क्वेरी करी है। क्वेरी 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 ऑल हैविंग अटेंड। एनीवन हैविंग डाउट और इशू तो लेट मी नो। नो आगे बढ़े। ओके ओके सो it is a syntax. Okay, now again syntax is this one. Now what is VLOOKUP value? This one, it is the value search in the first column of table array. Okay, table array is the range of cell that contain the original data. Okay, you can use a cell reference like A2 D8. Okay, आप ऐसे भी यूज कर सकते हैं। Next is column index and number which you want to search in a particular column, like a PAN number, IFSC code. So what is the column number of these data in a original data? Column number only 1, 2, 3, 4 जो भी column number है वो। Range lookup option, it is optional, but we have to use for an exact match. We write here false. Okay. Now VLOOKUP is stand for a vertical lookup. Okay. Another is H lookup, that is called horizontal lookup. It is also very important. Sometimes we require for search a horizontal data. So for this one we use a H lookup. H lookup means horizontal lookup. So the horizontal lookup are used for a search at top row. In the VLOOKUP we use a column, but in H lookup we search a row, top row of a table of array value and then return to value in the same column. वहां पे रो में दे रहा था यहाँ कॉलम में दे रहा है। वहां कॉलम से उठा रहा था यहाँ रो से उठा। ओके सिंटैक्स वही है एच लुकअप वी लुकअप वैल्यू which you want to look table array. Now here in place of column index number we write row index number and range lookup is true exactly. Okay. Argument lookup value table array row index and range lookup. So example of this one, we have a data in there, we have a name, department and salary of a person, name like this one, department is there and salary is here. Now if I want to look a value, then we use this kind of formula. So move for a practical, just a wait. Okay. Here we have a H lookup data, you can see. How many data? We have a data approximately 200 people. Here name of the people, department and salary. Unique is employee ID because I think sometimes two people having a same name, but employee ID is different. Okay, so in the H lookup result here I delete this original formula and ID, name, department, and salary. So we use equal to H look up. H look up. That's here. Which you want area you want to look? This column ID original data in here. Okay. Freeze this. Now you can see where it's showing the A to F. Here it's showing 1 to 4 because it is row. There it is column. Okay. So freeze this one. We use dollar sign for freezing. Okay. Also freeze A. This time freeze 2, not 8. Okay. Freeze A. Now after that, which I want where I want to find name. Name is in the second row. Okay. Name in the second row. After that, exact match. That is called true. Sorry, false. Okay. It is showing error because I not type any ID. If I type the ID like 110, so this ID of Christopher. You can see 110 is Christopher. Now I want to his department. Move here. It's showing the Christopher. So change the row number, that is 3 number. And now what is the salary of Christopher? It is showing in the fourth column. So salary is this. Okay. बहुत ज़्यादा सैलरी है होती नहीं है किसी टेक्निकल स्टाफ की बस इट इज जस्ट फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन ओके so here drag this formula and type here employee ID 101. I think it is a GEMS. Department is HR. GEMS department is HR and salary is this. Okay. You think it is a yearly salary? Okay. 120. Joshua. 120. Joshua. You can see here. Technical and salary is 123 6272. Okay. So it is correct. If you type 200, okay, so it is Lucas 200 is Lucas IT department 308351. Okay, 30835. Okay, Lucas IT department. So I think you understand. Okay, आ गया सबके समझ में? अगर किसी को भी V lookup और H lookup में डाउट है तो प्लीज बता दीजिए बिकॉज इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फॉर एग्जाम पर्पस क्योंकि इससे क्वेश्चन आते जाते हैं एमसीक्यूज बहुत सारे आने वाले V lookup. If you have any doubt, type in the chat box. Otherwise, I will move for next. किसी को डाउट हो नहीं? Okay. So it is a tabular form में I explain HLOOKUP. Okay. If I type HLOOKUP A2 HLOOKUP data, to be used. Now working with text function. In the mathematics, in the Excel, we have also some text function. Sum function, average function, they all are numerical functions because we use for a mathematical equations solving this. Also, Excel we have some text function. Okay, so like if you want to change a case of any number, you use a upper function, lower function for small case, proper for a good looking function like this one. So if here we have a like a Joy Smith, type JO is in small, as capital MITH is small. So here I use equal to upper A2. Okay, upper A2 because this reference is A2. Okay. Now whenever we press enter, it's showing like this one. Joe Smith, Joy Smith in the capital. If I want to change whole letter in small, so we use lower case, LOWER lower A2 with cell reference, Joy Smith in the small case. For a proper means each letter of a word is capital, first letter is capital and remaining are lower, you can say small, like this. Okay, so wait, I will open, just a minute. I will open the function. Yes, no, okay, just a minute. It will fight. Okay, now is available. So you can see it is Joy Smith. I type in just like this one. If here, okay, I delete this formula and explain again. If here I type equal to upper, okay, and then click on the particular cell that I want to change in the uppercase. So whenever I select and press the enter, it is showing Joy Smith in the uppercase. If I want to equal to in the lowercase, lower and select this one, so it's showing the lowercase. Here, if I type like Kamlesh, like this one, okay, KAM is capital and LESH is in the small. So whenever I type, it is showing Kamlesh in the capital and Kamlesh in the lower case. Now you think here I write a formula, but it's not showing the value because here I press a space. If I remove this space, you can see it is showing the Kamlesh. Okay. So it is for your understand which formula I have used. Now here I use a proper. Now what is the need of proper? Proper. Okay. If I write Kamlesh and press enter, then it is showing the Kamlesh in the proper case. Here I write Kamlesh Kumar Kumar. So you can see Kamlesh Kumar in capital, Kamlesh Kumar in lower, and Kamlesh Kumar in proper. Proper means the first letter of each word having capital. Okay, understand? So press Ctrl Z. Now, next function for related to text is that is called trim function. Now, what is a trim function? Trim function are used for removing the unwanted space available in your text. Okay. For example, if here I have 2 minute space in Joy and with Smith, like this one. Here, if I type Joy and press space in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Okay. Now here I want to remove unwanted spaces. So we use trim. That is TRIM, trim, cap, bracket open, select the text or cell, bracket close, press enter. It's showing the Joy Smith in the trim, means unwanted spaces are removed. Okay. Understand? It is in the form of it is a trim function. Okay. Now, if here I write Joy Jens Jones space too many times, okay, you can see it is here, it is removed, no space. Okay, you can click your mouse with the cursor, you can see. Okay, now if I want to use proper with trim means here Joy Smith in the not in a proper case, also Gene Jones is not in a proper case, so we use two functions simultaneously. एक साथ भी use कर सकते हैं कैसे, like this one, proper bracket trim bracket which value you want to proper as well as trim. First it is trim, then it is converted into a proper, like this one here. Okay, so we use equal to proper. Okay, then I want to trim, then which value, this one Joy Smith. So it is convert into, and we have to close bracket 2 times because first is for a trim and second one is for a cell reference. So press enter. So Joy Smith having, if I here press too many spaces, spaces is removed in this result. Okay, here in the John's too many space. Now here I type a function equal to proper, then use in place of trim I use here upper. Okay, UPPER upper, which this one bracket close 2 times, press enter. Oh, proper no, I use trim. Okay, proper and upper both are for a case change. You can see after trim it is Gene Jones in the capital as well as trimmed. Unwanted spaces are removed. Okay. Now next is concatenate function. Concatenate function, why we use a concatenate function? The concatenate function are used for merge a two text. Like here is Joy, first name, here is Smith, second name. In result, I want to Joy Smith with simultaneous in a one column or one cell. Then we use a concatenate function. concatenate function. Okay, in this first text you want to add, you type here style reference, comma with second, but I want to also a space between Joy and Smith. So we use a this kind of space. So whenever we apply some text or space, you have to use a double quote sign. Okay. So let's go for practical because we have only 5 minutes left. Here Joy and Smith, the function is concatenate A3 plus B3, A13 plus B13. So we use, if I use concatenate Joy plus Smith. So we use a plus sign here. Okay, I again type equal to concatenate this one and comma this one. If I use this one and this one, so you can see it is Joy Smith with same, no space between them. If here I want to space, then after the comma we have to use space, but for a space for any text we use a double quote sign. After the comma B3, that is B13, and press the enter, you can see it is showing a Joy Smith. Here if I want to dash symbol, in place of space I want to dash, then two dash, you can see Joy double dash Smith. Okay, here I use concatenate Joy space Smith. If in place of double dash, if I press plus sign, then it is also showing a plus. Okay. Now sometime we required after the name a department also. Okay. So here in if a common department, so you can use like this one. After B3, after in the inverted comma, space, bracket, BCA, bracket close, inverted comma, then bracket. So it's showing Joy Smith BC. Okay. Now if here I drag this one, and whenever I type here like a Kamlesh Gupta, it is showing Kamlesh Gupta BC. If here I type like any name, Priya Khanna, Priya Khanna. Okay. So concatenate function are used for join two or more than two cell with some text, with some you can say special character, spaces and menu. Okay. If here drag this one, you can see it is only showing the name, not a department. Okay. So I think enough for a two-day session. If you have any query, type in the chat box. Anyone having query, type in the chat box. It is a concatenate function. Rather than many more functions are left, right, okay, mid. If you want to split your text, means if you have some special number, and if you want to remove first two character, mid two character, last two character or number, so you can use these kind of extract special character function. We will discuss it in the next session. If you have any query, type in the chat box. Anyone having query, type in the chat box. No, Chandan Kumar. Yes, yes, Manoj Kumar. Yes, Manoj. Extract are used for splitting the text. Okay. जैसे हम कॉन्करेट में से ज्यादा टेक्स्ट को ऐड कर सकते हैं, स्प्लिट में हम उनको रिमूव कर सकते हैं. ओके, यूजिंग दी दिस एक्सट्रैक्ट फंक्शन उनको स्प्लिट भी कर सकते हैं, लाइक अ लेफ्ट, राइट एंड मेनी. ओके. If you have any query, type in the chat box. अगर कोई query है तो no? Okay, so in the next session, we have discussed about the extract special character function, substitute function, len function. Okay, how to sorting is done. Okay, we will discuss in the next session. आज हमने इतना कर लिया तो मैं यहाँ पे एंड लिख देता हूँ जिससे हम नेक्स्ट टर्न पे जब आएंगे तो इसके आगे से चल एंड थैंक्स मनोज वेलकम यशवर्धन वेलकम मनोज तो थैंक यू हैप्पी लर्निंग टू ऑल मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट सेशन में अपन नेक्स्ट वीक with some more formulas and some more function related to Excel. Okay, thank you. Happy learning. Welcome, Gaurav.